Hello everyone, and welcome to The Parted Vale. I'm Ryan Lang, also known as the Mind Player, and I'm joined by my good friends.
Hi, I'm Cassie Lang. I will be playing Penelope Waters, the human Aquium architect.
And I'm Tim, and I play Draven Shadow Delve, our dwarf rogue.
And I'm Cameron. I play Amaruel, our half-elf bard.
We release videos every Tuesday, and if you like what we're doing, please give us a like, a comment, a subscription, and as always, we have a few business things to take care of before we get right into it.
Our character minis were printed using Banana for Scale 3D printing services, and you can use our code MINDPLAY20 for 20% off your first order until the end of 2025.
Yeah, and if you guys do enjoy what you see and would like to talk to us more, see more of our stuff, it wouldn't be a bad idea to check out our Patreon. We do have a few options on there for giving us a little extra support, and it gives you access to our Discord channel where you can chat with all of us one-on-one. So yeah, if you are liking what you see, please have a look. We'd love to talk to you on there.
Mm-hmm. And our music throughout this session and through every session is by Carl Casey at White Bat Audio, which you can listen to on YouTube or you can purchase on Bandcamp.
Awesome. So, with that, let's get into it. We ended last week with you guys picking Akratox up off the dome.
Yeah.
Yes. Him standing in midair.
That did not go over
Just
well.
nuking this force field.
Yes.
Before we fly away, can I do like a memory check on if there was anything on the thing that we read that I got my stone from? Is there anything that would hint towards like how the key worked, or because it showed the key?
It showed the key in the hands of a skeletal robed figure.
Yes. But
yeah,
is there anything else?
That's it.
All right.
I've actually started having scary thoughts about what that might mean.
Like the key is one of us dies or what?
Maybe. Death.
I'm curious as to what your thoughts might be.
That.
Maybe death is the key. I don't know. But I don't want to think about that. I don't know. Those are just murder Akratox. Just kidding.
Did you say that in front of him? No.
Yeah, I don't think we can do that. Not right here, right now.
But honestly, truthfully, at this point in where we are at, I think that Penelope, like, seeing that this nuclear explosion still didn't break the force field, is going to just break down, uncontrollably sobbing. Like, her parents are missing, and she thought that this was her only hope at making a difference in the war, and I'm sure we'll figure something else out in a minute, but at the moment, Penelope is just on her knees.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Akratox will step back into the pod and take one look at you and be like, I've never made anyone cry by trying to help before. Interesting. Give me the crystal. That's what he
punch
says.
him so bad.
She can't give you the crystal.
We're literally flying right now.
It's letting
Park
us
the
float.
pod on this thing and
What are
give
you
me
gonna?
the crystal.
Why? What are you gonna do with it?
I'm going to try and break open the barrier.
But how are we gonna get down if you do that?
I'm not going to direct it at you.
No, I mean we won't be able to fly this pod if you destroy our crystal.
Yes, you're both very squishy. She has a jetpack. I'm not worried about her.
There's a larger crystal available at the library.
That is true.
We could go back for that.
We also know somebody who has a crystal.
Yep. We could go take his.
You've already had dealings with him before he ran away from you.
The dwarf. Well,
his is larger than ours.
It might be worth it.
Is your plan to destroy that to break open this barrier then, like you did getting in here?
It was never the plan to break the crystal. He just did.
Right. But you think doing that again on this barrier would get us through?
I would suppose they're similar,
Hmm.
but I don't know.
That seems logical.
I don't remember this conversation. Did this? You used the crystal?
Yes,
Yeah, right.
he used the crystal to break through the halting.
Into
When he
here.
told
He
us how
had
he
one.
got in,
Yeah.
yeah, he made that big crack in the halting
But
with the crystal.
Getting through destroyed the crystal and nearly killed him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember this conversation.
You were probably reeling from some other revelation like
Probably,
2 minutes
probably.
before.
Okay.
Yeah, you tend to do that to us a lot.
Yes,
Yeah, it's true.
yes. It is
Yeah.
at this moment, though, that there is a rumbling.
Oh.
And as you look, the castle itself fades into visibility. Or fades into?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfades?
works.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Anyways, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It becomes visible.
And
Oh
the
my gosh.
barrier
Why?
is open? Did they?
No, the barrier is still there.
Oh, so everyone can
But
see
why?
it
But why?
Everyone can see it now.
What's changed?
now. Do we see anyone on the ground yet? Because
Nothing.
last time you said there was no one.
No one.
Is there anybody else around in the sky?
No, there is not. However, as you look, there are these devices on some of the towers of this castle, which, by the way, you know how I said it looked metal? It begins to like flitter a bit, as if there's some sort of illusion there. And behind that fluttering image, the castle actually looks quite old. And then these devices turn to face the pod.
Do the devices look like
Oh.
they can fire at us?
They do fire at you.
Oh, shoot.
And there is a massive explosion right
Underneath.
you.
But the barrier.
But the
holds.
barrier
the
holds
barrier.
it.
Oh.
Oh my gosh! So even when we get past this barrier, it's gonna.
Okay.
To which Acrotox is like, it's powering up.
Why?
Right.
What do you think?
He just nuked the barrier. I
Yeah.
guess I wouldn't know that word.
Nuked.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Yeah. It just sounded like a good word.
I just made it up.
I just made it up.
I'll have to use
Yeah.
that.
Well, I suppose even if we did use a crystal, we're gonna have to get past all that firepower.
Shoot.
I think we need to
Yes,
do
that's
some
It
what
more.
already
doing.
did.
I think we need to do some more work about figuring out what this key is.
You said that you've read about this. You've been looking for this forever. What information do you know about it that you haven't told us yet?
It's an ancient castle
Is it?
of gifts and powers.
But I don't know. Like, are there people still there? Is it self?
I don't know.
I feel like we've had this conversation with him.
I know,
And
but
he
I
just-
think he's still keeping something from us.
I mean,
I think
for
he-
sure keeping something from us.
He's
because-
keeping his goal from us,
Yeah.
which is
But
probably the
the more you
scariest thing.
tell us, the more we can figure this out together.
I know where the castle is. You're
So do
lucky
we.
I'm still around.
Yeah. You can't get into it any better than
Now
we can.
about this other fellow. You said he has a crystal.
Yes, we've seen him with a crystal.
And?
Is there any way you think maybe a strike against him could help turn this war? If the castle's not open right now?
I would like to think so, but the honest truth is, now that we know that this Fro-Ghast being exists, I think he could probably do just fine without Vortar. Find another. I think if we'd like to put an end to this war and make a difference, I think we have to figure out a way to take on
Fro-Ghast.
Fro-Ghast.
And where is he?
We suspect at the top of Mount Athactus.
That's our best idea. Truthfully, we don't know, but
Either way, Vortar would.
that's seems to be the center of the storm, and perhaps we could get more information from Vortar.
Oh, you leave that to me, he says.
How far down did you say the ground is from like the barrier?
Oh, I don't know. You're way up in the sky.
Like the ground of the castle, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
hundreds of feet.
Okay, so a 5-foot image wouldn't really be visible. I just wanted, what I wanted to do was like minor illusion Vortar his face with like the text like "I'll be back" or something, like something that makes them like, "Who's this guy?" And then they like go looking for him because they don't know who's in the ship. So, but
If there's
anyway.
anyone there, you mean?
Yeah, if
just
there's
like
anyone
automated. Yeah.
But I only have minor illusions, so I can only do a 5-foot cube, and I can only do it.
I'll be back. Like, who does that? I love the
I
idea
don't know
though.
but if it worked.
Shoot me.
They've been alone for so long. They don't know it's norm, you know? Like
Yeah.
maybe that's what you do, conquerors. Like anyway, that plan's not gonna work. I
Okay.
need major illusion. I really need that spell.
Okay.
You never have the spells you want. Just trust me on that one.
Yeah. Facts.
All right. I think we need to have a conversation about what we do next. It sounds like Akratox is willing to help us
Go after Vortar.
go after Vortar or Fro-Ghast or both or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Let me put it to you this way. If we can see this, and this Fro-Ghast character is everything he claims to be, it won't be long before
He can
he
see it,
finds out
yeah.
about it.
That's probably true.
Oh no, I thought Pen was ready to like pull herself together and be like, let's go, but I think she's just I think that's struck a new nerve.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
Now, Pen, clearly there's a lot going on in your mind right now, and that's understandable. Mara and I both know what it's like to be alone, and we don't want that for you. If you'd rather go to your parents
Gonna make her
right
cry
now,
more.
we can do that. If that's what you want.
I don't even know where they'd be or if they're even still here. And I don't think we're gonna find that answer until we win this war. So if going after Vortar and Fro-Ghast is our best way forward, then that's what we need to do.
And quickly.
All right.
To the top of Mount Athactus.
Guess so, yeah.
Going to Mount Athactus, huh? Okay.
We gotta be quick about it. Now that this castle's revealed, I think.
So you're traveling straight to the mountain, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay.
I was
Yeah.
hoping to just get Vortar and not
Well-
Fro-Ghast.
I mean, if they're both in the same spot, it's not gonna be.
Can we kill a god?
Akratox might have a shot at it.
Honestly, yeah.
I mean, you always have the option to go to Vrakkum first, if you want. Or after, should you survive.
Well, as we approach, you could do, or you could like send a message to,
I mean,
or
Vrakkum's-
do sending to
Bracken.
Bracken
Yeah.
to see if he knows anything about appearances of Vortar recently.
Yeah.
That might be
That's
worthwhile.
a good idea, actually.
Vrakkum is in Mount Athactus, is it not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
Essentially, it's under the mountain.
Yeah.
So,
So that's where we're going.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you begin your drive, and let's see. We said that was 5 hours. So you're there. You've got about a 10-hour drive.
Okay, so we can have rests then.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Excellent.
Oh, does that cure? Wait, does that cures a level of exhaustion?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Yeah, how
You
many
are
levels
healed
have
now,
you
right?
got?
I only have one left.
I think I might just have one left as well then.
Sweet. Sweet.
Yep, just level 1.
Nice.
Nice.
So that sleep gets rid of.
I forgot you guys had exhaustion.
Yeah.
Rough. Okay.
Okay.
So you fly past Capital City, you fly over Lake Stellan, and you beeline it straight for Vrakkum. As you get near, is that when you send your...
Like
You can really
maybe,
send it whenever.
Yeah, like
can't you?
3 hours out. So I guess
Okay.
he has time to kind of. Oh no, but he can only respond right away.
Yeah.
But still, I think.
Fresh intel.
He could
Yeah.
always have somebody send you a message too,
That's true.
right? So
So how much time do I want to leave? 3 hours? 2 hours? I want it to be fresh enough that it's accurate when we arrive. But also like.
I mean, as we pass, like, cross into the border.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's probably a good
Grim,
idea.
we could do that.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you message Bracken, to which he replies that Vortar was sighted entering the keep, like the palace, earlier this morning.
Okay.
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 Hmm.
So down in.
Yeah.
Down
we're
or
gonna
up?
get in there.
Those are your
Down.
choices.
Down.
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 Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Draven's having some second thoughts.
Well, I'm just thinking about. I hadn't thought much about our approach if we were to go down into Vrakkum. Like how we would
It's hard
get
to-
in and how we're gonna deal with Vortar. Just kind of assumed it would be easier to be on the mountain. But if he's not up there, then we still haven't been up there though.
Yeah, because the second we were high enough, Fro-Ghast was like, "Woo."
Lightning!
Yeah. That's true.
Although, when you melted the ice ring, like it melted but just refroze again.
Mm-hmm.
But do you think this guy could melt fast enough?
Maybe.
Wait, so like we climb up and
Yeah. Instead of getting hit by lightning again.
well, I think we'll just get hit by lightning, but not have a pod to protect us.
I mean,
But you can cast Pass Without a Trace on yourself,
Yeah.
not
That's
the
true.
pod.
this is true.
Why am I telling you this?
There's gotta be a way to hide this pod. Like, there's
Not,
gotta
like,
be a way
really
to
well
disguise it while we.
I need to install a cloaking device.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you even know what those words mean?
Not a chance.
But I've got some ideas in my sketchbook.
Yeah. It's a blank page.
Yeah.
See, you can't see it.
Yep.
It's a cloaking device.
Oh, we should have asked Vrakkum about how the resistance in Vrakkum is looking.
You can ask him.
Yeah.
But it'll use a spell
Can I just
slot.
include that in my one?
How
are
I
you
would
doing
suppose you
also?
guys would. I will give you that.
Okay,
because
great.
you would have
Thank
probably
you.
discussed it. You
Yeah.
had 10 hours of driving, so
Yes.
yeah.
Sweet.
You may have even asked him a couple things before resting, right? Because you had
True,
10
true.
hours.
Oh yeah.
So, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, just like to get an idea of like how intense is the like enemy presence and how is the resistance doing. Those two things.
Okay, so most of the he responds that like most of the army is out and about fighting, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that Krim, due to the storm, he says, is not under any sort of siege.
Yeah.
The resistance is growing as people are beginning to realize, like, maybe this wasn't the best idea. And what was your third question? I think there was 3 things you said.
I think that's number
Okay.
2.
Take those.
So yeah, the
I'd
resistance
like
is
to know
growing.
If he has
There's
advice
not a
on-
lot of things. He says the undead are still about.
Yeah.
I'd like to know if he has advice on ways to sneak into the palace.
Into the palace?
Yeah.
He says if you're going into the palace, you'll have to fight your way in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That makes sense. Okay. Well, maybe we do go down into
Yeah.
Vrakkum.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
if all
make
else
contact with the
fails-
resistance and
Yeah.
see if we can make a plan to attempt to free the city.
That is an option.
Darn it, it's a shame we didn't figure this out before. We could have invited Tindar to join us.
Oh,
He would have loved that. Darn it!
this is true.
Things are happening too fast.
Yeah.
Such is a D&D campaign.
I also
Yeah.
don't really want to let that many people know that we have this pod thing, though.
True.
Yeah,
Like, I like Tindar.
I mean, Capital City
But-
already is well aware that you have it.
Yeah.
This is true.
Jonathan Melton?
Or
Not
no,
Melton, excuse me.
King, whatever.
Van
his face,
Manuris.
Manuris, yeah.
He was...
Colin?
You landed. You landed right there. You landed in Capital City.
In the pod?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we.
Yeah.
I think we did.
Because we found out an
Yeah, and he
update
asked
about
you,
the
"What is it?"
airships and
Boy, you guys are having brain farts left and right
Yeah,
tonight.
No, I really am.
There's a lot going on.
yeah, there
I
there
thought-
is a lot.
We also haven't played in 2 weeks.
I
so.
thought we just got the pod and then, straight to
Nope.
Metaclod. And
Wait.
then... Oh, and then we went back to Capital
Yep.
City, and then that's when he told us,
Yep.
and then
the
we went to...
airships were
Got
ready
it.
and that one
Yep.
crashed.
Okay.
Okay, so you head to Vrakkum.
Yes, we had to
Yeah,
Vrakkum
we should find a spot to hide our
Park it.
pod outside the.
a ways away.
Vrakkum. It's a archaic word for vacuum. No, just kidding.
Because it sucks your soul into the mountain
Wait,
and never lets you leave.
those deep tunnels that we went in to gain access to the sealed tunnels,
Mhm.
we can get into the city through those. Can't
Yeah.
we? Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a longer route.
It's just a longer route. So if
Yeah.
we park the pod in that area and
Okay.
then take the side road basically to get in.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you sneak into the city.
Mhm.
This will not require a stealth check due to where you're going and the nature of where you're going.
How
And-
long will we spend in the tunnels?
Well, I think it was 3 hours last
Okay,
time. So
okay.
you're gonna, and that was without a mine. That was with a minecart ride down.
That's right.
So you're gonna have. It's gonna be half a day getting
Quite a
back
trek.
up.
So
Do we have time to take a detour and go extract that crystal from the library door? I think that could be useful to have.
but what if Vortar pulls sneaky magic and steals it from us and disappears somehow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
But what if he disappears to go take it from where it is?
Well,
It's true.
I mean, I feel like we have sort of realized that maybe he hasn't really been in there. We thought he had been, but maybe
In where?
in those tunnels. Because we thought maybe he had been in there, but then we
Right.
kind of realized maybe he actually hasn't.
Oh, Vortar?
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
Vortar,
Yeah.
right? Remember?
Yeah.
Well,
So I don't know that he's up to speed about that library. Or
yeah, but you're talking about Akratox.
I did think that you said Akratox, which I realized you
Ooh.
didn't say, but,
okay, that's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either way, that is also a scary thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember what name I was saying, but I was thinking Akratox.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I was thinking
maybe
Akratox, but you did say Vortar.
Yeah, I was also thinking.
if we're gonna be in these tunnels for
Yeah.
half a day, maybe we should just camp out here and do some more messaging with the resistance,
And then get that
and then
last
get
level
that
of
last level of
exhaustion off.
exhaustion off, so that we can go
Oh,
into this
I-
with a full.
I did. You have one more after long resting?
Yes.
He did, yes.
Yeah.
He had one
Oh.
more. So
Yeah.
Yeah, we can get yours off too.
Because then you can spend some spell slots and not worry too
Yeah.
much about it, and we can
'Kay.
kind of coordinate. Because it would be good to make partially a plan before we go in there with the
'Kay.
resistance.
Okay.
So maybe some messages saying
So what
like
do you want me to
we're
say?
ready to strike, sort
Yeah.
of thing.
Bracken will say he his first response to it is what on earth makes you think you're ready to take back this city?
What message exactly did we say?
We have a cave troll. No. We have an acrotox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not going to tell them that, though.
No.
But I think that we would warn them.
Yeah. I mean, we could tell them that we've
Like,
found a
if I
powerful
was-
ally.
Yeah, if I was a powerful ally, but like be careful around him too.
Yeah.
Like
He's
I would
unpredictable.
give that warning in
Mhm.
it.
Totally.
We have. So how exactly do we say this message?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter exactly. You can give me the gist.
Okay, basically that.
Okay.
Yeah, keep your men
We-
away from him.
Yeah, we have a dangerous ally. A volatile. I don't. A
Volatile.
Great word.
Yeah. A
A
volatile.
volatile ally
Mm-hmm.
who will help us.
Well, who will help himself, but luckily
Yeah.
Luckily, us.
we've managed to steer that to potentially help the city as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. To which he
Who is
says.
for now working with us.
Yeah.
To which he said. So he starts to hash out plans with you, like we have quite the resistance. I feel that the place is on a bit of a tipping point.
Mm-hmm.
This could be the push we need, but
Totally.
where do you need us, and what's your plan?
So I guess we would ask him where like the greatest concentration of enemies is, and that we need to get to Vortar. Yeah.
Yeah, our plan is to get directly to Vortar. As stealthily as possible, but we are prepared to fight
Okay.
through whatever is needed.
So he tells you his men are ready to take on fighting the
Wait,
guard.
We
like
also
the
need to mention in this one, this is
Mhm.
the last message we can send you right now. So don't ask any
yeah,
questions.
yeah,
back.
yeah. So what he'll say is, we are ready to take on any loyalist guards, any of the undeads
Undead.
throughout the city, but you guys need to strike the head.
Yeah.
Like you
Yep,
guys
yep.
got to go straight for Vortar.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he gives you kind of a location point to meet him. Says, I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
Cool.
We rest up in the tunnels and
Okay.
get ready.
All right.
Draven will probably have difficulty sleeping
Well, I mean,
at the
there's a
at the
glowing
outset.
skeleton around.
Yeah. Just difficult believing that the time might actually be here.
Might actually be here, yes.
Yeah.
In the morning, you are met at your location by one of Bracken's men. And he...
Oh yeah, we probably would have warned Acrotox about our plans, just that he knows that somebody might be coming.
Somebody might be
so he
coming.
doesn't fry.
Yeah, yeah.
Just run for Yeah.
He will go into Velton mode
Yeah.
for this.
Mm-hmm.
But what this man says is like, you have really good timing. Something's up. Like Vortar seems withdrawn from everything. It's as if he's something has taken his focus away.
Mm.
But with the army being pushed in other directions and with them expanding so rapidly, the city is in a position where we're at a point where we could tip the scale. That being said, I think the reason Vortar doesn't realize that is because he's distracted, right?
Mhm.
He hasn't been in the city enough to realize that things aren't going in his favor as much. He's been spending more and more of his time sequestered away in the palace.
All right.
What's he doing in there?
Yeah.
We're gonna find out. We are gonna find out.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's get in
Let's
there.
head into the.
Pass without
city.
a trace and get as close as we can before we
Alright.
have to fight.
Okay. The siege begins. Not really a siege, but he leads you up all of the tunnels to a meeting place where you meet Bracken and quite a decent group of men. To which he says, I've got all these men here, we're ready to fight, but there's also pockets of resistance scattered about the city. I've been working on this for weeks. A lot of the people you saved that we sequestered away, we've managed to work back in. under cover and under guise, and they're going to rise up throughout. We are going to start. We're going to start in the homes, like where the residential areas are. Free everyone there, help them out, and move upwards from that point. And that way, anybody who makes it out with us, if things go wrong, we can, they can make a break for it, essentially. The guard is mostly centralized around, and he gives you these key points. The market is a big one. The entrance is a big one. And then going towards the deep, what is it called? The Diamandel. He says there's less living down there, if you get my drift.
Yeah, that figures.
And he says, is this your ally? Pointing to Velton.
Yes.
What does he do?
Well, we don't know the full extent of his abilities, but he's very good in a fight.
I specialize in setting things ablaze, is what he says. Burning my way through. To which Bracken is like, okay. All right.
Whoa.
Good luck. Start making your way right now. We'll give you a 20-minute head start.
All right.
Okay. So give me a stealth check.
How long did this all happen? Do I need to cast Pass Without Trace once more? Because I will keep it on.
Yeah, you will need to cast it once more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Every time we have Pass Without a Trace on, I roll badly.
This is a stealth check.
Yeah.
25.
25?
24.
20.
Velton's in the 30s.
Nice.
I rolled a natural 20.
Yeah,
with
I rolled a
him.
4. Oh wait, it doesn't know. That wouldn't have been my number because I rolled a 4, which means I actually rolled a 10.
Yep.
So it was 30.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're right up there.
That's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot.
Yes.
Expertise. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So you make your way down towards the Diamandel. And as you go, there are less and less guards, and there's more and more undead. You're beginning to skirt around them, get away from them, and pretty soon the ice undead disappear, and it turns into just normal undead. Like, by normal though, they are all skeletons, every single one of them, dwarven skeletons. Give me a perception check, Draven.
Okay.
Okay.
18.
Okay, so coming around a corner, Draven, you are faced with something that you were not prepared to see.
It's gonna be like your dad or something in a skeleton.
How could I recognize my
The
father?
skeletons bear the crest of the Shadow Delph clan. Every single one of them.
What?
Oh my.
Which Velton looks at you, he's like, Draven, what's going on?
It's them.
Who's what?
It's my family.
They could spare to gain a few pounds.
It wasn't enough for him to kill them. He had to bring them back as his tools.
This Vortar character you're telling me, he killed your family.
All of them.
Interesting.
And now he's done this to them. So I sure hope you're ready to kill him tonight. Because that's what's happening.
Not before we get what we want from him.
As long as he dies at the end, that's fine by me.
Revan, I'm so
That sounds a
sorry.
little dark for you.
I just give him a look like, don't. Don't.
I won't even acknowledge the comment.
Shut up!
I would
Yeah.
have to say that he's saying this, grin on his face.
Yeah.
He's very proud.
There's a
I'm
very
sure.
malevolent look to Velton right now.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Considering he has features at the moment.
Yeah.
All right. I guess I was doing Akrotok's voice, not Velton. But
That's
anyways,
okay. He'd probably let the voice slip with just us.
Probably.
Yeah.
So you make it to the doors of the Diamandel, which are guarded by Shadow Delve skeletons. To you at that point, Velton will look at you and he'll say, "Do I get rid of them?"
It's better they're destroyed than there is tools. These people were put to rest long ago.
There's a blinding flash of green light, and he disintegrates them into a pile of ash. He says, "All right," and he drops the facade, full Akrotok's form, and says, "After you."
Okay. Let's go in.
Okay.
See if we can find him.
Entering the Diamandel, you've never been in there before. It is exquisite and extravagant. Unlike the rest of Vrakkum, which is mostly with gems because gold is so scarce in this part of the world, the Diamandel has quite a bit of it, right? But
gold.
there's, yes, of gold and silver and jewels and diamond crystal structures. You even pass by like a massive statue of a dwarven king that is completely made out of a cut diamond. It's huge, invaluable, right?
Right on.
Wowza.
Cow.
Do I
Yes.
sense an eternity crystal
Nearby,
within
Yeah.
100 feet of it?
not within 100 feet, no. But the Diamandel is quite large.
Okay.
So, navigating through, you find that
Keep an eye on
it's
that.
very empty, right? It looks like most of the rooms are unused, covered in a layer of dust, right? As if nobody has lived in them for quite some time, right? But not before long, towards the monarch's what's the word? Quarters, yes. You sense a crystal.
That means he senses us too.
Yep. That is true.
True.
But even if we like left it so that he wouldn't, like, you know.
Yeah, Akrotok's,
That's fun
is,
no matter what.
he's kind of in there, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that means Akrotok's can sense him as well.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So, how do you go about this?
Move quickly, I think.
I mean, there's no point in pretending. We all know each other are here.
Okay. So you get to the doors, to the basically the bedroom. Knock.
No, I'm not knocking.
Room service.
What do you do? The crystal's just beyond there.
I think we just.
Akrotok's,
just
can
go
you
in.
like blow this door open?
Dramatically.
He's like, "Don't mind if I do." So, to which he tells you all to stand back, and he puts his hands against it, and there's an explosion, and the doors go flying inwards, right? There's an immediate blast of purple energy that flies up and hits a chandelier, which falls down in the hallway. You're lucky. Vortar was waiting on the other side, prepared to hit all of you with something, but you told Akrotok's to blow the doors inwards.
Excellent.
Good choice. So he blows the doors inward, and there's this blast of energy, and in the smoke, you suddenly see like lights of green and purple flying back and forth, and I need each of you to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh.
Oh, freak. 7. I rolled a 2.
21.
I need to check
What?
if my reliable talent applies. No, just ability checks.
Not saving throws.
So that's
Oh,
that's
no.
a 10.
A 10?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, Mara, You do get hit with one of these beams, and you take 12 necrotic damage.
Oof. Okay.
As it hits you, and you feel as if like it's like suddenly exhausts you to a degree. You don't gain a level of exhaustion.
Okay,
But I mean, like
good.
that's like what it feels like.
Yeah.
Right.
Do I? Did I take a hit as well?
You did not.
Oh no.
Actually.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, you got by with 10.
Oh.
So yeah, I rolled 2d6 and I got 2 6s.
Oh wow. Okay.
But yeah, as the dust begins to clear, you see Vortar and Akratox kind of dancing around the room, firing beams at each other and stuff. Is there anything you do?
Join the fight.
Join the fight?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Wait. This is a super powerful dude. I probably can't just like use friends on him.
no. I would suggest not.
You can certainly try.
Yes, yeah. So, for this, we're not going to roll initiative. I just want you to describe what you do.
Okay. Basically, as soon as Akratox blows that door off,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like both scimitars out, low to the ground, speedy Draven mode.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm just chasing after Vortar,
Okay.
trying to get a hit on him while he's jumping around, slinging spells.
Nice. Mara, Pen,
Sorry, I'm
Yeah.
just reading all of my spells.
what does Pen do?
I will kind of same thing, but with my rapier, and also keeping an eye on my friends if a vitality serum needs to be given. I've got a couple of those on hand,
Okay.
so I can
Very
heal
good.
as needed.
Okay. And Mara?
I immediately try to hit him with Phantasmal Killer.
Oh.
Tap into his nightmares, create an illusion of his deepest fears only visible to him.
It's a shame we couldn't see. It'd be a cool spell if you could find out what people's
What
like
his
deepest
fear
fears
is,
were.
yeah.
It's like a bogart.
Yeah,
but-
totally.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a wisdom saving throw of 13.
Of 13.
Yeah.
He gets a 13.
So that
Wow.
passes.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So is it half-
Okay, so he takes
these?
half as much damage.
These ones, right?
Yep, D10s.
Yeah. Should be all 10s.
And don't forget to add your +3.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, this is a good roll.
That was a
really
really
good
good roll. Holy
Okay.
moly.
Even at half damage, that's pretty
Even
good.
at half damage,
Oh,
it's okay.
You knocked it, but that was another
That's-
7, right?
Oh, yes, they
Yes,
were
it
both
was.
Yes.
sevens.
Yep.
There's 2 7s, an 8, and a 9. My brain's not working right
So
now.
14 plus 8 is 22.
2
Plus 9 is 31.
31.
plus 3.
Plus
34.
3 is 34.
34,
Half
half.
that. So that is
17.
17.
17. Yeah.
17 damage. Nice. I don't have something to record that with. I will keep that in my memory. So perfect. All right.
Okay.
So you distract him enough with that as he like winces at this pain you've caused him, that Akratox gets hold of him, like it physically grabs him, right, and basically picks him up, puts him on the floor, like slams him into the floor. Draven, you run over, you get your scimitar at the throat. Pen, you're
I
right
stab
there.
my ice dagger into his shoulder.
Oh, boy! To which he cries out. Akratox just looks at you with a grin. And
He loves your.
I'm not doing it for your approval, Akratox.
Is there anybody else in the room?
nobody.
Okay, good.
And to which,
Who's he called,
so
though?
Vortar, gritting his teeth against the pain, looks at all of you. He's like, "What is it? What is it you want from me?"
Your crystal.
And Fro-Ghast's location.
Well, you can't get one without the other, he says.
I punch him in the face.
That's why we want them both.
Why couldn't you leave them alone?
He's like, "What are you talking about?"
You killed them all and then you made them your tools.
To which he looks at you and he's like, "Yes, you."
You missed one.
Apparently,
Why?
Is this any way to treat your kin?
I punch him again. Why?
Did you miss what he said?
Yes.
He
Kin
said,
or king?
Is this any way to treat your kin?
Kin, not king.
You're no kin of mine.
You're a shadow delf? He says through the pain.
I'm not going to answer him because that was a stupid question.
He says, I'm not one on paper.
You're not one anywhere after what you've done.
Tell that to my good-for-nothing father.
That doesn't make any sense.
I could tell you it. I can even take you to Fro-Ghast if you want. But I'll have to take you.
He's just lying to get to get in our heads.
Roll an insight.
Okay.
Candid.
I'm not really good at
Oh,
reading
wait, is
people.
That's 13.
Where is insight?
14.
14?
Yeah.
8. 21.
21.
Ooh.
21.
Okay. Pen, you recognize that there is some truth to this. He's not bluffing.
Shoot. I think he means it, guys. Why?
Akratox just...
How?
He almost starts giggling at this. He's just like, kin? You're telling me these two are related? To which Vortar says, who's the glow stick?
Someone who needs to shut up.
This is a long shot. Is there any chance there's one of those like magical collars?
Around?
Yeah.
In his bedroom?
To see
No.
the-
Yeah.
Not in his bedroom. That's a good question,
Yeah.
but unfortunately, no.
Because I'm not keeping him alive unless we have one of those on him.
Okay, Sorry, I should get back into this.
Vortar will look at you and he'll say, I can't believe that one of you survived. I thought I was the only one left.
Regardless of whether we're actually kin or not, why did you do it? Why did you try to kill all of us?
Why should I tell you? You're just trying to kill me back.
Can I read his thoughts?
You could.
Like
You could, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You could definitely.
I'm
Might
gonna
as well.
try. I know he probably is gonna deflect it, but
It's a wisdom save, right?
yeah, wisdom save of 13.
Ooh, he passed.
Well, you can read surface level thoughts before digging deeper.
Yep.
Yeah, I could sense the presence of thought.
Yeah. So you'll get the surface level.
No, wait, no.
Isn't it?
Yeah, you should be able to.
Are you looking at sense thoughts or detect thoughts?
I just forgot. There's 3 levels of it, not 2. Okay.
What?
Well, because there's sense thoughts, which just like
Yes.
tells that it's there.
Yeah.
But then I can read thoughts.
Right.
Yeah, learn what's most on their mind. Yeah, if you probe deeper, then they make a wisdom saving throw. So I do, without him, yeah.
So you
I
do probe deeper.
learn. Well,
No, just
Oh, you
for-
do?
that
Yes.
was
Yes.
in the deeper probe. I failed that, but I still get.
Yeah,
his-
you still
Yeah.
get the surface level thoughts is a lot of surprise that there's a shadow delf in front of him. That there's a lot of animosity and hatred directed directly towards Straven.
Mm.
An extreme amount.
This man has daddy issues.
Okay, so the last thing he said was like, "Why should I tell you? You're just trying to kill me back."
Yeah.
That may be, but I haven't done anything to you. I don't even know you.
No, but you're part of that good-for-nothing family.
What happened to you?
It's more of a question of what didn't.
I'm all ears.
Acrostox still has him, right?
Oh yeah, he's
not going
he's
anywhere.
Got him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, she says, I don't need to tell you anything. And if you kill me, you'll never know.
You're right. And I'm not like you. And I pull the dagger out of his shoulder.
Okay.
And I walk away, steaming.
Acrotrox will pull him up and be like, so, what do you want me to do with him?
We'll get the crystal off of him.
Well, that's easy, yeah. Reach and grab it from him and pocket it.
Knock him out.
Do you want him to take us to Fro-Ghast?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I want to knock him out long enough to go find a collar.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, no, that's a good
valid,
idea. That's a good idea.
Acrotox will just open his mouth and a gas pours out of it. Knocks him right out.
Nasty.
Okay,
I like
where would those collars be kept? Are we anywhere close?
They'd be near the prisons, probably.
Yeah.
Which is
A long
prisons
ways
are
away.
pretty
No, the
deep.
prisons are
They're
just above the
deep.
Diamandal.
No.
Oh, I thought they were.
No, you were brought from the prisons to the Diamandal.
That's true.
But they're not gonna put the present right next to the king.
I wish I'd thought to bring that.
Is there like a guard station or something in the Diamandal?
Yeah, surely
Might be
there's
something.
Surely there's something.
You could give me a No, it'd be a perception check.
I would like to look around the room, see if I can find any journals, notes,
Yeah,
etc.
great
Okay.
idea.
Okay.
24,
15.
What are you rolling
looking for a collar.
Oh,
too.
Yeah,
the
we're
collar.
looking for the collar. You're
I'm looking
for-
around the room. I'm
Yeah.
gonna roll. Oh, that's not great. 12.
Okay. You don't really find. Well, what you would find are just some plans on places they were planning on attacking.
Okay.
And different things. You do find a small journal where he's written in that his promise is that he gets this land once everyone else is gone from it.
Promise from Fro-Ghast?
Mm-hmm.
And does this land mean the whole deal?
That's what it infers.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. The looking for one of those collars. You do find a guard station. You can find a collar.
Sick.
Yes.
Nice, yeah. Get one of those, pop it on him.
Stick it on him. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, now wake him up. Actually, do we
Should we do want to talk about?
discuss?
Slap him.
I mean, I think all this guy's useful for now is getting us to Fro-Ghast.
Yeah.
You are gonna head out of the out of the mountain.
Yeah.
Well,
I had a
we
brain
wake
fart
him
there
up
for a moment.
first.
What?
we wake him up first.
Yeah, and be like,
You wake him up.
how do you get up there? Let's go.
To which he's like, "You think I have a death wish at the hands of Fro-Ghast?"
Well, is that the hands of Fro-Ghast or at the hands of us?
To which he continues to refuse. Acrotox says, "Give me a moment." And he takes him into a different room.
I don't want to watch or listen.
No,
La,
no,
la, la.
I don't let him.
You don't let him?
No.
I'll go in the room with him.
You
Eh.
witness it? Okay.
Yeah. I'm not letting him get all
Okay.
the information and then
All
run
right.
away
Yeah.
with the crystal.
Cover your little children's ears.
Wait.
What will say Pen, since you said you're not going to follow?
Well, if they're going in, I'll go in.
You'll go into? Okay. All right. Fro-Ghast puts his hand...
Akratox.
Yeah, Akratox puts his hand on his face, literally. And you begin to smell burning flesh. And it does not take long before he agrees to come.
Ouch. Okay.
Yikes.
To which Akratox looks back at all of your faces and says, none of you have the stomach for this. It's a good thing I'm here.
Aqueduct says that?
Mm-hmm.
As Vortar has agreed to start leading us, I'm just going to lean in and I'm going to say, I could have made this easier for you. If you just tell me what I want to know.
He'll, with his quite mangled face, just kind of glare at you.
I can accept the fact that bad things may have happened to you, but I had nothing to do with them. So keep your secrets to your grave if you'd like. But just know that you'll die a worse person than a Shadow Delve was, because I let you live.
Okay. As you begin to leave,
Sorry, before we leave.
Uh-huh.
Now that he has the collar on and
Yeah.
everything, just a question about this.
Ooh.
Now
Now you want to cast it.
But if you are fighting it, or have cast a spell, have cast this spell on it within the past 24 hours, it doesn't work. But like we did fight him, but we're not currently fighting him.
But you did
So-
cast it within the last 24 hours.
Not this.
No,
not
she
this
didn't
spell.
try friends.
Oh, you're
She
trying
did-
friends?
yeah.
Friends.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, friends. I'm going to rule no, because you're
Okay.
not currently fighting, but you are fighting.
Fighting.
We
That's
are in a
him bound and
contentious
hostage.
attitude with
yes,
him.
yes,
That's fair.
yes. That
guess.
that was not bad though.
Okay, so then
Good. You had some good
alternatively-
ideas. I've had to say no to them, but take inspiration.
Oh yay!
There you go.
I won't remember to use it, but it's
Number
there.
one rule of D&D.
Alternatively, yeah, I cast suggestion on him. Him. Wisdom saving throw of 13 though.
I'm gonna give him disadvantage, considering he's got the collar on,
And his face burned.
and
Yeah.
his natural 1,
Beauty.
Nice.
which is not going to
Okay.
be enough
Not gonna be enough
For him to pass.
for him to
You're-
pass.
You're good.
Yeah,
Oh,
'cause
okay.
na-
I
natural-
was like, what?
So when it comes to like
An-
saves and things,
A natural one's
20s,
always...
yeah, no, 1s and 20s don't count. They
No,
just are
they're,
a number.
they're just the
Oh.
number.
It's
okay.
only in attacking. So let me bring up.
Okay, how exactly do I want to do this suggestion?
Yeah, what are the terms of suggestion? Is it you suggest a course of action?
It must sound achievable and not involve anything that would obviously deal damage to
Yeah.
him. So I don't really think I could just suggest that he take us to Fro-Ghast, because,
Well, he's already doing that.
well, I guess, yeah.
You could suggest that
but I
he
suggest
reveals
that he
his
tell
secrets.
him, yeah, he'd tell us. But it's not an action, but it is, right?
Yeah. To
Okay.
talk.
I
Yeah,
suggest
that's the
you
action.
share.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us, but tell
Tell
us
us your-
everything about everything you know about Fro-Ghast and your history with the Shadow Delves. And I have more words if you just wanna.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
That's
so he
And
fails
this
it. So now
war.
he's
And this
required
war.
to start speaking, right? Because you cast that. Okay, so you begin your trek up towards the mountain. Ooh, this is juicy.
I wish I had some
And
popcorn.
Vortar
Seriously.
suddenly becomes very chatty.
Yay!
And
is there a length on suggestion or?
8 hours.
yeah, you got
Right.
lots of time.
Yeah. Okay.
So he spins you a tale about how he is an illegitimate child of a Shadow Delve who abandoned his mother, and when he did finally seek him out as a young boy, wanted nothing to do with him. In fact, humiliated him completely in front of the rest of the clan.
Was his mother the royal person?
Yeah.
No.
No? Oh, wait, what?
So, where did he get the magic from?
Because they thought he was an Iron Hand. Light bulb.
Whoa,
Right.
Okay, keep going.
Yes.
I should be taking notes.
And
Wait, I thought that the Iron Hands weren't.
they weren't. But
Nobility.
his mother is one of the few who did marry noble. She kept her maiden name.
Okay, so
His
his
mother's
mother
the Iron Hand?
His mother's
was
the
an
Iron Hand.
Yeah.
Okay, she
His
legitimately
father
was.
Okay,
Wasn't
okay.
noble. Well, his father wasn't.
But
Right, but
Yeah,
who
yeah.
they thought his father was. Ooh, she was sleeping around.
Unfortunately,
She was having fun.
Unfortunately, so he is an illegitimate child, was shunned by his father, and in his thoughts, the clan. Right? But you have to remember what Tindar said. He always had a dark disposition about him.
Yeah.
And that led to a lot of hatred and a lot of resentment. And he decided to practice necromancy, right? And he continued to do it. And he continued to do it. And he got very good at it. And he tested its limits. And what better way to get back at those that shunned him than becoming the best necromancer this side of the world has ever seen? On them. Yes.
Does he
Dang.
tell us how he developed this method?
How he developed it? He says that when he was very young and practicing, he managed his way to a library.
So he did go there.
And he learned from
Yep.
the notes of someone
Figures.
Yeah. That
how
makes
to do
sense.
it.
Mhm.
How did he get into the library the first time?
He's a necromancer.
Yeah, so he could control the undead.
No, but how did he open the library door?
Ooh, good question.
How did he? How did he? Indeed. But he learned from the book. He never could find the library again.
Okay.
In fact, he describes it as almost having felt like it itself was avoiding him
Huh.
after his first round in there.
Interesting.
And yeah, he got even. He got even with what he hated. And it was years later that he found an eternity crystal and was experimenting with that when a farmer stole it from him. And Ander went up into the mountain to find him another, being a good brother, half-brother, and happened upon Fro-Ghast. So now he begins to tell you what he knows about Fro-Ghast. You ready for this?
Yeah.
By the way, as he's telling this story about destroying your family, Draven, and all of this stuff, Akratox is just gleeful. He even leans over to you, and he's like, I haven't had this
I
much
punch
fun
him
in
in
a
the
while. You punch him in the face?
I do. It
Oh
doesn't
my
hurt
God.
at all because
No,
my
he
strength
doesn't.
sucks.
He doesn't flinch.
but I
you
do
take
punch him in the
damage.
face.
I do want you to roll a Constitution saving throw, though.
Okay, not bad.
You
15.
get
No,
sick again.
my saving throw is proficient, so 18.
18. Okay, you're fine. But you do take... Oh. You take 1 radiant damage.
Oh, I hate his snide comments.
And,
Yeah.
so what he tells you about Fro-Ghast is Ander found him and found him in an extremely weak state. And he made promises to Ander to take him into a new world and to make him more powerful than any mortal has ever imagined. and he gave that power to Ander. Ander came back, got Vortar. They both marched up that mountain. He made the same promises to Vortar and gave him greater power. Right? And it's at that point that they decided they were going to follow this character, who he said, I need people to... Essentially, he tells you, Fro-Ghast convinced us of his ways. We knew of his abilities, and we pledged ourselves to him. And he has kept every single promise he has made.
Until he doesn't need to anymore.
Is he like their warlock patron?
No. No. There's an amount of devotion that must be spent to him.
Ah, okay.
And he gets stronger every day.
Yeah, we noticed that.
Okay.
He said he'd been asleep for many, 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 many years.
Yeah.
That tracks.
Do you know anything about his history before he was asleep?
He wasn't trapped here like all of us.
No? What do you mean?
He says he lived outside, and he's trapped.
So, he is trapped here with all of us.
Yes, but like he lived outside. That was your question, right?
The history.
Yeah.
I also...
So, he's been around longer than...
Far
The
longer
halting's
than
been
any
up?
of us.
But longer than the halting's been up?
Yes.
Yeah.
Does he know the history of the halting? Has he shared that with you?
He says that all he knows is a great spell was cast. And he happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time, or was he the reason the spell was cast?
I don't think so. But how about you ask him yourself, he says.
Yeah.
I also... The last part of what I suggested was that he tell us about the war.
About the war?
Yeah.
The war is for Fro-Ghast. What do you want to know about the war?
But like the... What's next and... Yeah.
Well, as soon as enough people believe, Fro-Ghast is going to shatter that barrier. The halting will cease to be. And a new world will be here. I'll rule here, and Ander plans to follow Fro-Ghast beyond.
I want outside, but not with Fro-Ghast.
Okay.
Dang it, villains. Ugh. Why does Fro-Ghast want out?
Don't you?
I mean, yeah, I do, but why does he?
Well, he is a god. He's not meant to be trapped in something like this.
I thought gods were powerful enough that they wouldn't get trapped by something like this.
If enough follow them.
Okay. How close are we?
You are arriving at the barrier of ice.
What's our plan when we... What's our plan?
We let Acrotox
That's
take
our plan.
on
Yeah.
take on Fro-Ghast.
Okay.
But then what? But then what are we hoping to achieve?
Stop the war. If Fro-Ghast dies, then Ander won't have any power.
That's true.
And all this winter business and the whatever power Fro-Ghast is given to the dwarves will hopefully stop.
Okay.
Yep.
I guess.
It's worth a try.
Mara's starting to see flashes of her life.
Yeah.
Okay. So which Akratox is staring at this barrier and saying, "That's nifty."
Can you go right through it?
How do we get through?
"Oh, I think I can fix that," he says as he begins
I'd
to
like
rub
to
his
ask
hands.
Oh yeah, I was
Vortar
gonna. I
how
was
he
trying to
gets
ask
through.
Vortar.
Huh?
I'd like to ask Vortar how
Yeah.
he gets through.
Permission.
Okay. I presume you don't have permission right now?
Likely not.
All right. Vortar, your Akratox, do your thing.
Yeah.
Okay. He essentially casts like a firestorm in front of it, blazes away at it. And you can see that it's trying to creep its way back, but it can't keep up with the immense heat. Like you guys even have to back up quite a bit because it's too much, right? This fire is greenish, right? And as you watch it, it makes you feel sick, right?
Yeah.
Fro-Ghast will likely remove Vortar's collar, and then we have an enemy again. So, do you want to do what you came to do?
I don't know anymore.
The place is melted. Akratox is calling. He's like, "Get over here! It's fusing back up again."
All right, run through.
Yeah, we go through.
Okay, you go through, and within like 3 minutes, it goes back.
Yeah.
Right. To which, as you do that, Akratox is standing behind. He's like, "That's annoying." Self-healing ice. Ugh. Now, you going up the mountain, you begin to feel the presence of something watching you, right? And eventually you get past the crash site where you were with your pod, and you fought the big bone creature, past where Akratox chased, and as you go to an edge to essentially the trail ends at a wall of mountain. And at which point Akratox is like, "Now we're a genius." And Vortar says, "You just walk right on through. Go ahead."
Okay.
It's an illusion. It's a complete illusion. Just pass right through the stone.
Kind of want to push you first, but then at the same time, I don't want him to get a head start.
That's
Get my
fine.
collar off.
I'm going in with him.
Okay. All right. So you enter this cavern made of stone and ice. And there's just a faint glow to the air. You don't know where the light is coming from. It's just there. And as you walk through the cavern, your footsteps echo so quietly. Everything is still. It's as if the storm outside isn't even there anymore. And you enter this area. And at first you don't see it, but then there, on a chair made of ice, sitting on top of a metal slab, is Fro-Ghast. Standing there staring, and he says, "Come in, all of you. I see you have Vortar with you. Vortar, do you care to explain?" To which he states, "They forced my hand, my lord." And he says, "I see that. Well, you've all come so very far." And he waves his hand, and chairs of ice just appear out of nowhere. He says, "Have a seat. Perhaps it's time we talk."
I'll take a seat.
It's quite cold.
I
It's cold
will
on your
not
bum.
I don't. I just stand there.
Akratox does sit, but it melts.
I will take a seat and immediately lean in, and I'm going to ask him, like, what do you know about the whole thing?
Okay. He does exactly what you thought. He flicks his finger and the necklace falls off of Vortar. And he calls him over.
Okay.
And he says, "You want to know about the halting? You know, the three of you have been a thorn in my side for a very long time."
Likewise.
Well said. Perhaps you don't understand, though. Apparently you know that the halting is a barrier of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
But do you know why?
The best theory is you.
No. I was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time.
So enlighten us.
Well, there is a castle here. Until recently, I've been unable to locate it. The castle used to be part of a mortal realm with great power. Someone in that castle cast a spell beyond power that I ever thought imaginable for a mortal. I suppose it killed them in the act. I was caught in that spell. I am here, just like all of you, a prisoner. But I can offer you an escape.
But why was the spell cast? What was the reason for the barrier? There had to have been a reason. Nobody's just like, I feel like trapping my entire world in a snow globe in an act that probably will kill me for no reason.
I would suppose the mortal thought they had a good reason, but I don't trouble myself with the thoughts of men of such a low status.
And what's your plans when you get to the outside?
To continue my work.
What is your work?
To spread winter. To spread my message everywhere.
Winter sucks. And your message is that we can get out. But what happens after we get out?
There is a world out there.
And you want to freeze all of it?
Not freeze it. Liberate it. Look at the beauty of this place, he says as he casts his eyes round about. And suddenly the lights in the cavern are like they coruscate and scintillate through all of this ice, and it's almost like, think of like a disco ball, right? There's just lights shining everywhere. There's such beauty in this. And everyone thinks that it's harsh, that it's filled with death. With me, it's none of that. People thrive.
You're joking, right?
I've never
Do
been
you
more
realize
serious.
how many people have died?
Those who fight against my work, yes.
So your work, take down this barrier, make the world pretty. That's your plan?
I'm not going to describe the complexities of my plan with a mere mortal who lacks the comprehension.
Oh my! I came up here expecting we were going to have a interesting experience with some great deity, but I've got my... What's the word I'm looking for? Shoot, I've completely...
It's at that, though, that your tongue stops in your mouth.
Oh, no.
Solidly frozen. To which he says, "Still think I can't do it?" You all will follow me, or you will die in the process.
I just look at Actrox.
He rolls up his sleeves. All right. Perhaps it's time to turn up the heat.
Yes. I've never been so proud of something that Acrotox has said.
I will just casually stand up out of my chair and like walk a distance away from them.
Fro-Ghast says, "Don't think I don't know why you're here. How about you ask him," pointing at Acrotox, "what he might be looking for,
No, we've tried.
Yes?
Yeah.
He came from out there, didn't he?
Yep.
I know what you are, incarnate," he says, "though I don't know what about. But if you're anything like your aura presents itself, I know exactly why you want that castle.
Care to share?
Those castles have the destructive ability beyond your comprehension. And that's what you're working with. And it's at that moment that Akratox shuts him up. And you may all roll initiative.
Oh crap, that was a bad roll.
All right, then we're good to go. So the initiative will be Pen, Vortar, the Ice Elemental, Draven, and Mara. Now, what happens
Akratox?
is Akratox throws a fireball into Fro-Ghast's face.
Is he in the initiative order?
They're having their
What
own
happens?
fight.
What happens is
Okay.
he does that, to which Fro-Ghast immediately responds by casting, ice comes out of the ground, launching Fro-Ghast into a wall, or Akratox into a wall. And in a hiss of steam and stuff, he comes out, and they go at it. They begin to duke it out. On the side, you see Vortar has conjured an ice elemental, seeing that he's facing the three of you. He's not looking too great, though, right? And you can hear Fro-Ghast and Akratox having a battle of the gods, essentially, throughout the cavern, and it's all over the place. It's loud, it's constant, it's filled with explosions, and you're just glad you're not in the same room of it as it. Okay.
Okay.
So, at the top of the round,
Wait, aren't we in the same room as it?
They
No,
went
they've-
out
they've,
into
like-
the
Oh, they
cavern.
went outside.
they've been,
okay.
broken through walls, and
Okay.
think like a full-on superhero fight, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You're breaking through walls and going places. However, at the very top of the round, starting, is okay. So 1,
Oh.
2, 3, 4.
Georgie's initiative is.
Oh, Georgie.
what is his
I
initiative?
forgot he
Georgie.
existed. You haven't used him much.
Yeah, I did also forget that he existed, but he exists.
Okay. What's Georgie's initiative?
15.
15?
Yeah.
I can't remember if that was Vortar's or not. I didn't write it down, unfortunately. I'm making him go after him.
Okay. Wakes for me.
Georgie. Okay. All right. So, actually, no. Have him go first. That way he's right after you. And then it's easy to remember.
Hey.
Okay. So, top of the round. That's side 1, side 2, side 3, side 4. Okay. The explosions and the fight from Fro-Ghast and Akratox are on this side that you hear.
Oh.
And a beam of cold energy fires through this opening. See how these are ice walls? Each of these blue places are ice walls. You cannot pass through them. Okay? A beam of cold energy comes flying through here. I need all of you to make me a dexterity saving throw. It also comes flying through here as well.
Uh-oh. 8.
You're in the crossfire, essentially, is what's going on.
19.
8, 13, and 19. Okay. So what happens? Let me just pull up the stats here. Yes. Stop. Oh, there we are. It's because I hadn't saved the changes. Luckily, it auto saves them. Okay. Dex save of 16 is what it needed to be. So, Tim, Draven takes half damage.
Nothing, because it's a dexterity related one.
Oh, yeah, because you're
And I'm a rogue.
You sneaky boy.
Yep.
Okay, but the other two, you take full damage.
Ah.
Oof, and I rolled pretty coldly.
Uh-oh.
That's 23 damage.
Oh my gosh!
Yep.
That's not good.
What?
Yep.
Okay,
You just
I'm
got hit.
using cutting
You got hit by
words.
one of Fro-Ghast's beams meant for Akratox.
I'm using cutting words.
Yep, might as well.
That will also
Reduce the damage?
Yeah. Will it also reduce Cassie's damage?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
No. Nope.
Yeah.
But you could use it on yourself.
It's not even gonna do that much, but
It's something.
Yep.
yeah. 3.
Okay, so you only take, what was it, 20 damage then. Okay.
Wait, shouldn't you have full health? Did you take damage earlier?
Yeah, I took damage earlier.
She took 12 damage. Yep.
We didn't
That-
rest in between.
You did not
Yeah.
take a rest.
That
Okay.
really hurt.
It did hurt, yes. I rolled 2 6s, 2 4s, and a 3. That was a rough roll.
Yeah, that was a really rough roll.
Okay. All right. Top of the round. Pen.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I am going to go straight for Vortar.
Okay. Go
Try and
straight
break
for
his
him.
concentration on this thing. Is this like a wall? Or is that just...
No, it's just the dark blues. Like the dark blue icy things. The
This
other ones are
stuff.
just patches of ice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 5.
Okay.
It's gonna trigger my charger thing.
Okay.
So I get an extra attack day. And I am going to use propelled strike on this as well if it hits. I would like to say I don't want to do lethal damage.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think that this hit's gonna be the one to end it, but so this is my rapier. 17 plus 6 is 23.
That hits.
Okie dokie. So I get my usual D8. Nope, those are not 8s, it's 8s. D8 plus 2d8 plus a d8. So 48.
Ooh.
6, 7, 8, 9, 14 plus 4. So 18 damage.
18 damage. Nice. And he has to make a when summoning an elemental, that's concentration, right? Yep, concentration.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Concentration. So it's 10 plus what is it? No, it's either half the damage,
Half the damage or
10.
10.
And it's Constitution saving throw?
Yes, Constitution for
Con save.
concentration.
He gets it.
Okay, he keeps it.
Okay.
I will attack him again, and I have advantage this time because of
So-
Vex on my rapier.
Yes,
yeah.
that's right. So essentially you cut into him and use the distraction to attack again at
Yep.
advantage.
Oh, so close to a critical. I do hit though, and I'm going to use another propelled strike.
What did you roll, 20 something?
Or a 19
Oh, yeah, you're
plus
fine.
6 is
Yep.
25. I don't have my charger because I did not run at him on this particular move. 6 plus 9, 14. Another 28 damage.
You did 18 last time, you said.
Yeah, 18. That's what I meant.
Okay.
I
so
was like,
another-
holy moly.
I
28.
was like, what? Okay. So that's 36 damage in a turn. That's pretty good.
That is
He
pretty
passed
good.
his constitution save though.
Oh, I have my jump boots on again.
Cool.
Those are a bonus action.
Well,
I have to
save
spend
them
it.
for next time. It is
Sure.
now Georgie's turn.
Yeah. Anyway, George will fly out of my pocket and hit him.
Force blast. Vortar. Okay.
Does a 13 hit?
It does not.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Okay.
That's all.
Vortar is going to look at you and get angry. He will make a attack against you. So essentially necromantic energy builds up in his hand and he goes to like just hit you. He gets a 18 to hit.
To me?
Yes,
That hits.
that hits. Okay. So let's go. I need some D10s here. You take... Man, I'm rolling some decently hot dice tonight. 15 plus 8 is 23. 20 28 force damage
I'm out.
as he just
Oh
knocks
my
you to the
gosh.
floor with that.
Yeah, I'm out cold.
Okay. All right. Oh, man, that was a hard hit.
Yep.
It is now Draven's turn.
Is it the ice guy first?
Oh, no, yeah, you're right. It
Yeah.
is the ice guy. He's going to march over to you, Draven.
Did he roll concentration on the second hit?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he passed. Okay,
Yeah.
ice guy is going to attack you. Does a 18 hit.
Yep.
So he punches you, and you take 12 bludgeoning damage.
I will uncanny dodge that.
Nice. And he does one more time. He does hit. And he does another 14 bludgeoning damage.
Should have uncanny dodged that one. That's
Okay,
typical.
it is now your turn.
This is difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
What would I do?
If you can break the guy's concentration.
Yeah.
And he has burned one. No, he hasn't actually.
Okay.
Never mind. Ugh,
I will do my bonus action.
legendary resistance.
How
Well-
many does he have?
It's for you to find out.
To know.
I will do my disengage bonus, and I'm running straight over there.
Okay.
Oh wait, Georgie's in range of him though, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
You're just down. So I'll still get my sneak attack.
Yep.
This is going to be non-lethal. I don't know how much health he has, if that matters at all. But yeah, scimitar. Nope. I don't get advantage. I just get sneak attack. That'll hit. That's 20.
Yep. 20 hits.
Okay. Yeah. Which die? Okay.
No sneak.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll a sneak after.
Oh, okay.
So that's 6, and then it'll be plus a. Whoops. Okay,
Ooh.
so that's 16.
6 and 16.
So 22.
Okay. 22 damage. Nice. That's a significant amount of damage. So he has to do a Constitution saving throw of 11. He passed.
Darn. Okay, and then just second hit because. Nope. That's only a 9.
That misses. Okay. So you hit him.
Sorry. Can I use I was
Whales
thinking about this.
from
I
the
was thinking about this
grave?
one earlier. Yes, I would like to use whales from the grave on that sneak attack, and if possible, I would like the ghosts of the Shadow Delve family to attack him.
I love it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Okay. So as I do my first scimitar attack, like running around this ice elemental, just beelining it straight for Vortar. I
Mhm.
just jump across, like probably over top of Pen, just like a diagonal slash down. And as I do so, the cut I make, like these ghostly figures appear and just
Yeah.
like curve around him so you can see him and then plunge right back into his body. So he takes
That's terrifying.
Oh.
an extra 3 necrotic
An
damage.
extra 3 necrotic.
Lovely.
Should have
Okay.
rolled better for how
Yeah.
long
Hold
that
hold
description
on.
was.
Oh, he almost failed his Constitution saving throw.
Boy,
there,
wouldn't
though.
that have been good.
So, almost. So he, yeah, okay. It is now Mara's turn.
Okay. I'm running. Ooh, I'm like, how many? Wait, how far can I move? 30?
Yeah,
Yeah,
30,
30
feet.
feet.
And each square is 5. So you're right there.
Yeah, I can get there.
Okay.
And then I cast. I forget what it's called. Beacon of Hope.
Ooh, okay. And what does that do again? It's concentration, right?
Advantage on death saving throws
Oh,
and
yeah.
wisdom saving throws.
Mhm.
And max heal.
Max heal.
And max heal. That's awesome.
Is that an area of effect? Like we all have that now, or
Yeah, I give
Okay.
it to.
Okay.
Give it to y'all. Any number of creatures within 30 feet of me.
Nice.
Sweet.
And since I'm here, I also do a little tiny little fire thing. It
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
do much,
You
but
might as
At
well.
Vortar?
You
yeah,
don't have any bonus action healing?
I don't. I wish I did.
That's okay. That's okay.
Wish I did. Oh wait, I do have.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, no, but that's just a cantrip. It's not a bonus
Yeah, you gotta get that
action.
healing word back in. That's a good bonus action healing spell.
Well, but she's already done a spell, so she can.
Yep,
Yeah,
she can't do it.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, level
Produce
spell.
flame
True.
is the only
Yeah,
bonus
produce flame is
action
your good one.
I've
That's
got.
the
Alright,
good cantrip
produce
one.
that flame.
16 to hit.
It does not hit.
He's
Yeah.
a tough cookie.
He is a tough cookie.
Someone
All
cast
right.
their mage armor today.
Top of the round. Let's see. Top of the round. You hear crashing and blasts of this attack coming from this side. All like the far side. All of those. A beam comes
Oh,
flying.
did I get
through.
far enough out of the way? I was
No,
only
you didn't.
thinking about.
No. No.
Yeah, you're gonna get
so,
hit.
And Pen, you're gonna get hit too because it hits one outside. Yep. So the beam.
Oh no, really?
Yep.
Do I get any protection being
What?
right behind that rock?
This doesn't.
So what it is the because yeah, this is one of the things I'm not going to tell you. You have to experience it. This is the full beam. This is half damage. Yes,
Okay.
it's from the literal
okay, so being
aura
next
of it.
to
Yep,
the-
literal
sure.
aura of it. A beam.
Oh, this is not good.
Well, what it is a blinding green beam of heat comes
Yeah.
from that side, melting ice and everything in its wake. It does hit the ice elemental as well, right? Which fails its save. Pen, you automatically fail.
Sorry, I
You-
take a death.
You take one
Fail.
death failure.
Oh no.
Yep.
Oh no.
Mara, you need to do a dex save.
Roll well.
You've got your inspiration.
I do.
Yeah,
I
use
do.
it if
Thank
you need it.
Mm-hmm. What'd you get?
13.
13
Yeah,
does
you're
not
probably,
pass.
Probably gonna want to use that.
Use an inspiration?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's better. 20.
Okay, so because you're in the half damage zone and you passed, you take no damage.
Yes,
Oh,
so good. Cause
Hallelujah.
Yep.
That
if I
was
lost
really
my
important.
concentration and
That
then
I
was
don't
really
wanna-
important.
The ice
Wait,
elemental.
Sorry, I
What?
don't want to be that person, but she's not in the half damage zone.
Oh, she's not.
Oh,
So yeah,
shoot.
she takes.
Ah,
Well, you'll
You'll
take,
take half damage, but
So you will take 6, 12, 17.
no. Wait.
Well,
He's counting it
I'm
up.
gonna I'm
He's
gonna
counting
half
it up.
Okay, 6, 12, 17, 19, 23. So that becomes 22. You take 11 radiant damage.
You're alive.
I'm
Booyah.
gonna, I'm
However-
gonna-
The ice elemental takes double
Yeah.
from the fire.
Oh, nice.
Mhm.
I'm gonna use cutting words again.
Yeah,
Okay.
Knock that down by another. Yeah.
Hopefully 8.
So the 23 becomes 46.
Oh my god.
What'd you get?
One.
What?
So it's 10 damage
I
instead
mean, it
of
only
11.
makes sense because you're not really cutting words anybody who's in the room.
Yeah,
Yes.
fair enough.
You're just using the magical energies of life to protect yourself, nominally.
3.
Okay. It is now top of the round. Pen, you've got one death save down.
At advantage.
Yeah, now you got to roll at advantage.
They have advantage. 'cause
That's a
that
3.
die was a hot mess.
And that one's a 10. So you're good.
Nice.
It's a success, but
Barely a success. It is now Georgie's turn.
all right. Georgie's going to.
She's at 1 failure, 1 success.
Can Georgie administer a health potion to me?
He has the ability to grab.
He has the
grab and
ability to
drop.
grab things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He can take an action to do attacks and do basic things. I mean,
That
the
might be too
vitality
powerful.
the vitality serum just needs to touch you.
Yeah.
So
You
That's
can just pick it up and
true.
drop it on me.
I think it's feasible.
I'll give it to you.
He
We
takes-
might need to write something into the.
He takes the
that's
whole-
a little strong.
It's his whole turn to
He
do
takes
that.
the whole action
true.
instead of just bonus
that's
action.
true.
I think
Okay,
it's-
all right. It is not magical healing.
You don't have
though.
to roll, Cass.
It is
Oh yeah, I just
Is it
get
all-
max.
The max.
Nice.
all healing effects.
All healing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Then it
So
works.
weird.
Okay, that gives you how much back? 12.
D10 plus my level, so 17.
Nice.
Okay,
That's great.
Nice. All right.
I needed that.
It is now
Okay.
Vortar's turn. So Vortar, after experiencing the wails from the grave, he turns on you, Drav, and says, I see you've been touched by the dead too. And he reaches with his necromantic power, he goes to hit you. Yes. Oh. Yep, okay. So he he got a 26 to hit.
Okay.
I take it that hits you.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So he blasts you with necromantic energy, and you take 7. That's 15, 21, 25. Ooh. 30 force damage.
Okay, I will uncanny dodge that.
And he then will bonus action Misty Step.
Of course you will. 10, 20,
25, 30. Okay. Okay. It is now the ice elemental's turn. It's going to turn.
No,
It's going to
leave
come
me
for
alone.
you.
Leave me alone.
It's going to smack you.
Leave me alone.
Does an 8? No, wait.
An 8? Yes.
18. Does an
Oh.
18 hit you?
Sorry, I'm just gonna stand you up because you're
5.
back.
Oh man, why can't I roll this good when I'm playing Drakenheim? That is
Doesn't matter what.
Wait, do you have any
it
more
is.
cutting words?
No.
Oh darn. You only get 2.
14.
Oh, I can expend a spell slot
Oh, you can.
to regain bardic inspiration.
Ah. Well, at this moment, you're taking
I don't know if a whole spell slot's worth that.
Yeah.
17 bludgeoning damage.
Give me a second. Where did I see that? Regain. It's an other.
Okay.
So does that have to happen like in turn or whatever?
No, I think what it is you just burn a spell slot to do it. You just it's not an action because you're asking can you use bardic inspiration. So
I'm
you
gonna
would
use a spell slot to gain bardic inspiration to use cutting words to cut back his 17.
Or it was an 18, wasn't it?
18.
So if you did that, you
Yeah.
have to roll a 5 or higher, which is
Probably not gonna happen.
yeah. I mean, it's up to you.
you've
If
got
if
it would
you-
save you from going down.
like a 40% chance.
Yeah, like it's if that's worth it to you. Otherwise, you go down, and then we'll need to get you back up.
Because it's
So.
just a reaction to use the bardic inspiration.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
The
you're
cutting
fine.
words is a reaction. So.
Here we go.
I haven't had the dice work for me yet, so let's spray this works.
Yes!
Oh!
Yes!
You
Yes!
Oh,
He doesn't
nice.
hit you. Okay.
Well
all
done.
right.
Oh,
Well
that's so
done.
good.
Go,
Okay.
Mark. Go!
He makes a second attack.
Okay, that
Well, here's a question though. Does a 7 plus 8 is 15 hit you?
Oh,
But you could do it
Hold on.
again.
Hold
I
on.
could do it again.
No, because it's a
Oh,
reaction.
it's a reaction.
That's only. You know what though? Hold on. Last time
joke.
it was 17 damage. This time it's only 10.
It doesn't
Doesn't
matter.
matter. It's
I have
3
3 hit
health.
points.
So down you go.
Dang it!
Yeah.
Which also means
I mean, at least you didn't just fail
You
a
lose.
save right there.
You
it also
lose.
means that my thing's
Yeah.
Beacon of Hope is gone. Oh snap.
That's
Yikes.
tragic.
Okay. Draven, it is your turn.
Oh
So
my
sad.
gosh.
I die out of that. Stupid.
If
It's
are you gonna try and grab something from Pen? Oh no, Pen is able.
Pen's
to.
up.
Pen's
Pen's
up.
up.
Yeah, Pen's up. I was thinking
I'm-
Pen was down. I was like, you guys are screwed.
I'm running straight at Vortar,
Okay. All right.
and I can't get sneak attack, so I'm just doing normal attacks on him. Yep, that'll do it.
What is it?
25.
25?
Yeah.
Oh, he can't even cast shield.
Perfect. Okay, well, it's only 7 damage.
7 damage.
Yep.
Okay. And And Constitution saving throw. He passes it.
Okay, and then the second one. Hoop. The 9.
That misses.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm just trying to decide if I should take cunning action.
So dice will always be a little cocked in this because
30.
the flat is slanted, so it's not cocked, it's just slanted.
No.
I could always bring out my other dice tower. It's literally just a skull.
Okay, you know what? I am going to do disengage and I'm going to move.
And move away. Okay.
Just
Are
there.
you, wait,
That
you're
looks
in
like a really
you're
bad
in
spot.
the line of fire, no matter where it comes from.
I can
this
only go
time.
10 feet.
Well, disengage here.
Like, if it comes from this way or that way, I won't get hit.
Yeah, but if you disengage
But I
here,
can't
you won't get hit no
avoid-
matter where.
He's got a high dex save.
It's true. I'm not that worried about it. I could go here. Okay, I was...
There.
No, and then I have to go around him, so I can only get 10 feet. So
Okay, fine.
just go there. No, that's right. That's where I was.
Okay. Alright. Mara. Death saving throw.
I'm not before.
You're at the end of the round.
You're after
Oh.
Draven.
Yep.
Oh. Just one.
Just the one.
Oh,
Yeah, that's...
what's
It's
that?
not a thing.
The
Put it back
jump
in.
over.
Roll it
It
again.
jumped out.
It landed like perfectly with a tip.
But,
pointing.
Yeah.
but what does it have to be to pass?
10
10 or higher.
or higher.
Hey!
14.
You're good.
That's
You are
one.
good.
Yay.
Okay, that's good. So you're still down, but you're not as close to death. All right, it is top of the round, Pen.
Yeah.
Oh, no, wait, top of the round.
Mm-hmm.
From side 1, again.
Of course it is. The
Yep.
only side that could get me right now.
It is a blast of cold energy this time. And, oh boy, yeah, this is bad. Mara, you automatically fail a death save.
No.
Cass, you are in the half zone. You're in the full zone. Give me dexterity saving throws. See.
Does that rock not save her?
Oh yeah, the rock would give you.
Advantage?
It. Do you know what? Sorry, you're in the half zone and you're behind a rock, so you're good.
I'm good.
You're good.
23. That's my
23?
save. Yeah.
Okay, so you take half damage, but you're a rogue, so you take no damage.
Good job.
Neither of the ice dudes take any damage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I must say that this is Fro-Ghast, so your boots do no good against you with him. Like he overcomes resistances.
Yeah.
So, all right. It is now Pen's turn. Yeah, Pen's turn.
Oh. Yep, it is Pen's turn.
What are you gonna do?
First I'm gonna just pass my last vitality serum to Georgie and say, get Mara. And then I'm going to run right directly at Vortar.
Okay, charger.
Yep.
Okay.
Critical
Oh!
hit.
Nice.
And I'm using my vitality or my canister blast
Nice.
as well.
Yep. You just like hook it to your boots and run extra fast.
I need 4 more of these.
D8s?
D8.
I have
Oh, I got
2.
plenty of D8s if you need some.
There we go.
Mine have been rolling real good tonight.
Not bad.
One of mine performed admirably.
Thank you.
It always feels good when you loan somebody dice.
yeah, when
Yeah,
you
it
roll the
works.
one and it rolls like a 1, you're like, oh
You're
no.
like, oh no, that was my fault.
So that's 10, 20, 33 damage.
33?
Nice.
So
33
that is
damage.
32, so he needs to get a 16 plus to maintain concentration.
Mm-hmm.
You got a 2. He will burn a legendary resistance.
I mean, at least I burned the thing.
Yes.
So
He had to burn that.
there's that.
That's true.
All right.
And he takes 33 damage, which is... Ooh. He's not looking too hot, you guys.
Yeah, I also get to hit him again with advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Right, go back.
19.
Oh.
No, like plus my bonus.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
that's
you're
gonna hit him, but almost 20. And I'm not going to spend a canister at this point.
Okay.
So I will just roll my one die. Yeah, 8. So that's 12 damage.
12 damage. Another 12. Okay, so you run into him. You just crack into him, right? Get him right in the gut. And then while he's down, you kick upwards and hit him in the head.
Yeah. Wait.
He needs to roll another Constitution save.
Yeah.
He fails another, burning another legendary resistance. I got a 2 again.
Okay,
I think
good.
that should be all.
I am going to
Usually 3 is what they get from my
use.
experience.
I spent 1,
Legendary
5, 10,
resistances.
15,
Wait, has he used
20.
three, though?
I think so. Did he not use one before? Did you cast something on him?
I'm going
He,
to
he
he
hasn't
use.
used one
Okay,
before.
I thought he used one earlier.
I'm going to use a canister
Okay,
to use my jump boots.
as a bonus action.
Yep. So 15, 5, 10, 15 feet.
Okay,
And then I have 10 feet left, and I'm going to tuck myself right here.
going around diagonally. Okay,
Yep.
Perfect. All right.
I do
It
not
is
want to get hit by anything
Georgie's
there.
turn. Georgie's gonna run over, give a vitality serum.
Yes,
Okay, you
tomorrow.
better roll for that.
Yes. That is a D10.
And then the ice guy is just
Yeah,
gonna knock
8
her
plus
right back down
7.
again.
So, math is
Yeah.
15.
Nice.
15 back. Okay, ice guy's gonna attack you.
Yeah.
Or actually, no, it's Vortar's turn. Vortar, he's going to cast Cone of Cold
Oh, poo poo. That's not good.
at a very high level.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, what do you want to know about it?
Um,
Unleash a blast of cold air. Each creature in a 60-foot cone originating from you makes a Constitution saving throw, taking 8d8 cold damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one.
so you could get past this. By 1d8 for each spell level above 5. So how much is it? It's 8d8, so 12d8.
The heck? This is a level 9
This
spell.
is a level 9 spell.
Do my boots apply to this damage? He's not a god.
Yeah, it's true. Yes, it does. It does.
Good.
So
That'll
that is
help.
3, 4,
Okay, what's the save?
5. I only have 5 d8s. Oh no, 6 d8s. I need more.
What's
Actually, I
the,
can just roll these twice.
what's the
doesn't-
save I need to make?
Your save against him is, hold on, where is his thing? Multi-attack, blah blah blah. Spellcasting ability, including the AC. Spell save DC is 17.
18.
Ah.
You got an 18, so you take
16 plus 2.
so you take half damage. So you take no damage, don't you?
Well, I'll
Because
take
you
half
actually-
of the half
Wait,
damage.
which way is this
even
cone
as a
going?
rogue.
Oh, no, this isn't a dex one.
Oh,
It's
that's
only
right.
for dex.
That's right.
Abilities, yeah.
Which,
Yeah, because this is a what saving throw? It's a cone of cold
Constitution. was it?
constitution.
which
Yeah.
way is he? Am I in this cone?
Yes. Huh?
I don't think so.
Here,
He's
I've
just
got- I've
casting
got
it
this,
at
don't
me.
worry. So, oh
Yeah.
man, 6,
Just
10, 20.
Looks like I'm surviving
Hold on, so
that.
that's 20. That's 30 for the first half that I rolled.
okay.
30. 40. 51. So
Okay.
51,
So it'd be half. So
Half
half
of
would be
that,
25.
25.
And then I take
25,
half of 25.
half of so
which would be
24.
12.
So 12. You take 12 cold
Woo! I'm still alive.
damage.
Holy
Thank goodness for those
Smokes.
boots.
Okay, and now the ice elemental's going to try and hit you.
Yours.
That's a 15.
Oh shoot!
So that's
Wait.
It's enough to
I
knock
want
you
to-
unconscious.
No, but I can
Well,
expend and
to
I can
hit.
react
Okay,
again.
yeah.
I'm
go
using a
ahead.
spell slot because
Yeah.
Yep.
no matter what I roll.
Well, you
Yep.
have to roll 2. A 1 wouldn't be enough because it would be your AC exactly.
Doesn't that?
Yeah.
If they
save
hit,
me?
no. If they hit your
Oh.
number of AC, they hit you.
Okay.
So it'd have to be rolling a 13 technically. So as long as you don't roll a 1, you will block it.
because, well, he got a 15 to hit.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
a 1?
I shouldn't have said it.
1?
I shouldn't have said that.
So you get hit, and you take
It's my fault. You can blame me for that
17
one. I said
damage.
the words that cursed that roll.
17 damage. And you're down.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No. Is there anything I can do?
No. Lucky for you, though, is I haven't been having the ice elemental attack people who are down. It's not that smart. Vortar would. But he's going to come after you, Pen.
Of course he is. Stupid.
Oh, critically hitting you.
Oh, great. You're both down now, and I can't help you.
That's... Oh, I didn't roll very good. 9, 14, and 19 damage.
I'm down.
You're gonna
Okay.
kill all of us tonight.
You're down.
I can't help
I
you.
thought you were
I'm down.
joking.
Oh no.
I made for the camera. I made a joke that I had a bad enough day. Maybe I'll kill everyone tonight. That was not meant to be real.
I'm also down. I should be.
Draven, you can always try medical check against them.
Yeah, that only stabilizes them, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
So I literally can't do anything.
You don't have healing.
Nope, I've got nothing
Both
that
of
can
the
heal.
healers are down.
Yep.
You can attack Vortar.
And we don't have. We've never seen
told you
a health potion in this game.
That's true, actually.
Yeah.
Nor has anyone asked for one either.
No, this is true.
We have not had any money in this game.
No.
It's been a rough game. Okay. That is. I told you that Vortar's not looking too well, though.
Time
You did.
for
Tell
a
you
fire blast to come right through and kill them both.
Okay, so as I look around the battlefield, seeing how terrible things are looking,
Yep.
I crouch to the ground, pull out a hand crossbow, and give myself advantage
Okay.
on Vortar.
All right.
Because that, if I hit him, will give me sneak attack.
Yes, it will.
I was really hoping for the crit. But that's a 20.
That hits.
Okay. Sorry, I'll do that first. A 6. Oh my gosh, that's terrible.
Oh, my goodness
So
gracious.
9 plus 6 is 15 damage total.
15 damage.
Yeah.
What does that put him at? Let's see.
Can you like wails from the grave this?
You know it.
What?
He's also getting a Whales from the Grave on top of that.
Oh yes.
What is going on? I rolled 2 1s.
Oh.
So 2 more damage to him.
Guess what? 130 is the number, and I'm at 128.
Are you serious?
That 2 damage was enough?
That 2 damage was enough.
The 2 damage of Whales from the
From
Grave.
Whales of
the
the Grave.
ghosts of the Shadow Delves
And
just knocked him out.
good.
Yep.
Holy freaking Luya. Oh my
We're not safe though.
gosh.
There's still.
No, he's down. The
Yeah,
elemental.
but yeah, but there's
But the
still
things
though-
are still.
Yeah.
But it is safe back here if he can just drag y'all,
That'd be
drag
my,
you back here.
That would be my next thing.
I wish you had
'Kay.
killed him
So
before we came.
we are in initiative order still.
Yeah.
Samara, you need to make a death save.
15.
Nice.
You're good. Okay, top of the round. Pen. Death save.
Okay. 17.
Good rolls, guys.
Georgie.
Oh, Georgie's.
Useless.
Yep.
Okay.
He's come
Draven.
fly over and sit by me, I guess.
Pen is
Get
in a
Tamara
safer
first.
spot.
Oh, hold on. I didn't say where the
Get Tamara first.
at the top of the round.
And get her back here.
From the top of the round, there is a beam that comes through.
It's gonna hit you.
This way again?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
I keep
gosh.
rolling one. I keep rolling one. It's a
We're
cold
all
beam.
gonna die.
It's a cold beam. So Mara, you do lose. You fail 1 death save.
Breathe.
You're fine. Draven, give me a dex save.
No, I don't remember what my dex save is because I'm all flustered. What was it? That is a 19.
So you pass.
Okay.
So
So
you're
take no damage.
good.
Cool.
Okay. All right. So Pen went. Yeah, Draven, what are you gonna do on your turn?
Get Tamara,
I
stabilize her.
yeah, I need to try to stabilize her.
'Kay.
So it's a medicine deal.
I guess Georgie can give the help action to him.
That's true.
Yeah.
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 Sure. Help me, Georgie. I don't know what I'm doing.
Give you advantage on that medicine check.
It's a 10.
I think that's all it requires.
I
right?
believe that is true.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. You are stabilized.
I don't know if that's true in the new rules.
Okay.
I
Full
looked
full
in the
disclosure.
glossary for medicine, and it has
it's
the medicine
stabilized.
skill,
Yeah.
but I don't see anything for like a medicine check.
Oh shoot! I think maybe. Well, in the old rules, I think maybe you had to have a
A medical
healer's kit or something.
No, I
No.
thought everybody could just stabilize somebody, but not.
Wow.
More.
Yeah, maybe that's true. Okay. Well.
Kit. Stabilizing a character, 29. Here we are. The definitive answer.
Oh no.
Conditions, temporary, lose duration. Stabilizing a character. You can take the help action to try and stabilize a creature with 0 hit points, which requires a successful DC 10 Wisdom Medicine check.
Booyah. Okay. So
Yep.
I've done that.
So even though
Nice.
it has 0 hit points, but it still has it doesn't make death saving throws, even though it has 0 hit points, but it still has the unconscious condition. If the creature takes damage, it stops being stable and starts making death saving throws again. A stable creature that isn't healed regains 1 hit point after 1d4 hours.
Was your damage on Vortar lethal?
So you would gain 1 health point in 1 hour.
Okay.
Is this like 1? I swear this is a loaded die. No, I got a 4 this time. I rolled a 1 2 more times. No, now that I'm watching, it's
Did you kill Vortar?
Or did you just knock him out? If you just knocked him out, you should get that band back on his neck.
Yeah, so Fro-Ghast can just. I would just kill him.
there is unanswered questions or business that I had with Vortar, so I don't think I would have
okay.
tried to
Alright.
kill him outright.
You could slap the band back on him though.
Yeah.
Sure, I will
Yep.
do that.
And you're out of initiative in the sense that, well, we need to get into initiative to make sure that you don't
So-
die.
Yeah.
So my next thing would be, because like on this turn, I
Mhm.
would still have the ability to dash as
Yes.
a bonus, which
Yep.
would help me with movement speed to try and move Mara beside Pen.
I would let you drag her.
Okay.
You'd have half movement.
Right. So I've only used 10 feet
Okay.
of movement to get there, and if I dashed, I would have a total of 80. So,
So you can
I'd
move
have
40
s-
feet. So
Yeah.
5, 10,
Well, 35
15, 20,
would be what I'd
25,
have
30,
left.
35. Yeah, you can get to a safe zone.
Good.
Okay. So I will drop Mara
Okay,
there.
Nice.
And then on my next turn, I would have to try and
Probably stabilize
stabilize Pen.
I
So
have to
she
do
would need to
another
do another save.
Save. That's a failure.
Ooh.
And then-
it's Mara's turn. Oh, she's out. So
Do
it's
we need? I guess we're in a safe spot for the beams. Do we need to worry about that?
Yeah, we're.
yeah, you're
we're
completely
safe.
safe.
Okay. So I need to do. Can I get Georgie's help to do another stabilize?
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
You're good.
We're good.
You're
So
good. Okay. You are all stabilized. You're the only one awake.
Okay, I'm gonna quickly slap a band on Vortar, and
Okay.
I'll drag him over here too.
Nice. All right. So
And then we watch the.
I guess I had to check to see if Vortar took a beam, but
Oh, sure.
yeah, he wouldn't have taken. No, he would have been fine. He would have taken it from 3, but it was
Oh, yeah.
cold damage. So
Well,
it
he
wouldn't
would have
done
been
anything.
blocked by that.
Yep.
There.
So it's at this point when you're dragging Vortar over at the last moment, there is a crash right next to you, and the wall caves in.
Who is
And
it? Who
and
is
you see Fro-Ghast has Akratox by the neck, right? And he's holding him, and he's like, you can see that they're both sweating. They both look worse for wear, and
Sweating's probably not so good on ice, dude.
yeah.
I'm melting.
to which he's like, he's like, I've had enough of you and all that. Which Akratox just responds by opening his mouth and breathing fire into his face.
Oh my gosh.
He drops him. Akratox runs and punches him. They break through the wall, and as you watch, they break through the wall and fall down a cliff.
Both of them?
Yep. Yep. And they fall. There's a a crash and like an explosion of light at the bottom, and then silence. And then as you watch, all these mists begin to gather around, and this face riding on this icy mist rises up, kind of glances at you, and flies off into the distance.
I'm dead, but I'm not dead, but unconscious. But what face?
It's Fro-Ghast's face.
We've seen a face in the clouds before, haven't we?
You've seen his eyes and stuff, but
his
yeah.
eyes, yeah.
So
He just ran away. Okay, well, I mean, I've got no choice but to sit here with these unconscious people
for the
taking care
next
of them.
hour.
Yeah, I think when you stabilize someone, they're unconscious for 1d4 hours.
1d4 hours.
Yeah,
She's got
she
1
rolled
hour,
Okay.
and Pen's out for 3.
Unless she wakes up and heals me.
That's
Okay,
true,
so in
yeah.
an hour.
You'll get 1 HP and be stable.
Okay.
Has Akratox returned in this hour?
No, he is not.
My goodness.
And the fall was far. Like it's like a cliff to the bottom of the mountain, kind of far. And you guys are near the tippy top.
Okay. So when I wake up,
Did we just deal with our problem?
I don't know.
when I wake up, I cast Beacon of Hope. And then I cast
Can I like take a short rest while I wait for
Yeah,
them to wake
absolutely.
up? Yeah,
Oh,
then
yeah,
I
you
can get
would've.
some health
Yeah.
back. Short rest. How many? Yeah, I'll just do
What's
3
your
of them.
maximum health?
39.
Okay. I'm trying to decide how to
Oh.
use my
17.
How many hours does it take Vortar to wake up?
Vortar, if you do non-lethal damage, they just immediately start a short rest, I believe.
So, an hour?
Yeah, he's up in an hour.
So he's up. Okay.
I can just. Well, he's got his thing on. I'll probably tie him up at some point.
Gag him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I might not gag him
I
because I want to talk to him.
give
Wait,
you.
What was I doing, brain? 24. Yes.
What's going on? I'm
Sorry.
so confused.
I was doing my short
I'm
rest.
trying to decide exactly how to use my spells and still have something left. I give you 18 for now.
18?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All
I
right.
give myself 34.
I
And
am going
I
to
think-
recover an Aquim canister.
Nice. I think what we will do is we will end there for
Okay.
tonight.
Wait, can I
Okay.
just-
I'm gonna tell you my plans already for
Okay.
next time, just so we can resume there. But I want to
Yes.
just be like sitting there when Vortar wakes up, all like bound with his like collar on,
Yeah.
so that I can start talking to him.
Okay.
I won't say what I'll say, but I'll say it. next
Okay. Sounds
Okay.
good.
time. If I can remember, I'll write it down.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us in the Parted Vale. We post every Tuesday, and we hope you enjoyed this as much as we did. This
That
was
was
pretty.
what?
This was a pretty
Those-
awesome
Those
session.
beams coming from random directions was a really wild
Thank
battle
you.
map dynamic.
That was
Thank you.
awesome, but
Yeah.
awful.
But dangerous.
I thought I was dead.
I gave the Archmage. He was buffed a little in some ways, but his health was reduced thanks to the mess you made of him earlier.
Yeah.
So yes. Before we go, just a few parting announcements.
These lovely character minis we played with today are printed using Banana for Scale 3D printing services, and you can use our code MINDPLAY20 for 20% off your first order until the end of 2025.
And if you are enjoying the show and want to give us a little extra support, please have a look at our Patreon. We've got a few different tiers on there if you want to give us a little extra love. And yeah, it gives you access to our Discord, so you can chat with us there. So we'd love to see you there.
If you liked the music, it is by Carl Casey at White Fat Audio, which you can find on YouTube and Bandcamp.
Awesome. Thank you, everyone, and we'll see you next week in the Parted Vale.
Bye.
Bye.